We live in a world that praises the hustle, the idea that being busy and juggling multiple projects means you're productive or destined for greatness. Especially for those of us with multiple talents or interests, it's tempting to want to do everything at once. You want to start a podcast, write a book, launch a business, build a personal brand, or even maybe dabble in content creation or consulting. The possibilities are endless. But here's the reality most people don't talk about. Spreading yourself too thin can slow you down. When your energy is scattered across five different things, it becomes incredibly difficult to execute any of them well. You might feel like you're moving fast because you're always doing something, but in reality, you're not gaining real momentum in any single direction. You're moving but not progressing. Multitasking is often glorified. People say if you work on multiple things at once, you're maximizing your time. But the truth is, multitasking is just task switching, and that comes with a cost. Every time you shift focus from one task to another, your brain needs time to refocus. That's not efficiency, that's friction. Studies show that multitasking can reduce productivity by up to 40%. It leads to more mistakes, more stress, and lower quality outcomes. On the other hand, focusing on one task at a time, also known as single tasking, increases the quality of your work, helps you get things done faster, and improves your mental clarity. Here are three reasons why focusing on one thing works better. Efficient resource allocation. Time, energy, creativity, and attention are your most valuable resources. When you focus on a single task, you can direct all your resources to that one thing. That's when you enter a state of flow, the kind of deep work where everything clicks and you're truly productive. This is especially critical when you're building something on your own. As a solopreneur or creative, you don't have a team yet. You are handling strategy, execution, marketing, operations, everything. It might feel logical to try to do it all at once, but in reality, you get better results when you focus deeply on one goal, one skill, or one project at a time. Think about it. You wouldn't plant 10 seeds, water each a little, and expect them all to grow fast. You would focus on one, nurture it properly, and once it's thriving, you move to the next. Reduced stress and burnout. Multitasking isn't just ineffective, it's exhausting. When you're juggling five things at once, your mind never gets a break. You're constantly jumping from one task to another, thinking about what you're not doing while you're working on something else. That mental load builds up and eventually leads to stress, frustration, and burnout. You might feel productive because you're always doing something, but over time, you notice you're making very little meaningful progress. You're stuck in a loop of busyness without results. Single tasking creates room to breathe. It simplifies your mental workload. You're not worried about 10 things, you're focused on one. That clarity brings peace. That peace brings momentum, and momentum brings results. Higher quality work. When you focus on one thing at a time, you're able to give it your full attention. And attention is what separates bad work from great work. You notice the details, you catch the mistakes, you think creatively and critically because you're not distracted. Multitasking often leads to sloppy work because your mind is constantly interrupted. You miss out on the little things that makes a big difference. And in today's world, quality is what builds trust, credibility, and brand. Whether you're writing a proposal, editing a video, planning a campaign, or launching a product, doing it with your full presence will elevate the final results. And that's what people remember. Now, let me give you a real world example. Rihanna. Today, she's a billionaire with a successful beauty brand, fashion ventures, and a legacy in music. But how did it all begin? With one thing: music. She focused her energy on becoming a global superstar. She honed her talent and built her fan base and became a household name in entertainment. Only after she had solidified her success in music did she expand into business. And because she had already built trust and influence in one lane, her audience followed her into the next. Do you think she would have been just as successful if she tried to launch Fenty before releasing Umbrella? Probably not. She focused, conquered, and then expanded. That's the blueprint. People need to know you for one thing first. If you're dabbling in too many things at once, people don't know how to describe you. You become the person who does a little bit of everything instead of being seen as an expert or authority in something specific. But when you focus on one lane, you build mastery, clarity, and a brand that people can easily understand and trust. Once you've gained traction and success in that one thing, then and only then should you start expanding into other areas. Here's what I want you to remember: be known for one thing first, be excellent at it, build success in that lane, then use that success to open new doors. Being multi passionate is a gift, but trying to chase all your passions at once can become a curse. Instead, treat your goals like chapters in a book. Each one has its time, each one builds on the last. Don't try to write 5 chapters at once. Write one well, and the rest will follow.